all your favorite websites with Intel TrueKey. Okay, let's move to no wires. What a pain all these wires are. And today we carry a lot of wires. On average in this room, we carry about 6 cables each for our phones, our tablets, and our PCs. I mean, that is a lot of wires. In this room, we're carrying around, about 2,200 people in this room, about 2.6 metric tons of wires. For the city of Taipei, that would be 4,600 metric tons of wires. And we want to get rid of all those cables. In order to do that, we have to remove the HDMI cable for wireless display, the docking stations for wireless docking, the USB cables for wireless data transfer, and of course those huge and annoying charge bricks around wireless charging. So let's dive into each one of these things. In our vision to eliminate all wires, we have to start with WiDi and Pro WiDi. This is based on the Miracast standards, and we're basically just trying with WiDi to create the best user experience. You know, several years ago, these adapters used to cost more than $100 or so. Now with Action Tech, we have adapters as low as $39. The Microsoft adapters as low as $59. New over-the-top solutions from Xiaomi with integrated WiDi, and new 4K LG TVs with integrated WiDi as well. So Pro WiDi has been enabling us to not just connect at home to our TVs, but to securely and management friendly to IT, be able to connect to those projectors in our conference rooms as well. On wireless docking, now with 5th generation vPro technology, we're able to integrate WiGig technology at 3 to 10 times the speed of Wi-Fi to get access to your wireless display, as well as all of that I/O connected to either your monitor or your WiGig hub, enabling wireless docking. On wireless data, we talked about it. We're joining the Open Interconnect Consortium for device-to-device file transfer in a standards-based way, eliminating the need, whether you're over 3G, LTE, or future 5G, of communicating device-to-device or through things like the LAN-TIC gateway that we talked about. So, Craig, let's get rid of all these wires, right? On wireless charging, this is probably the most complicated one, but you know, I remember when we launched Centrino technology in 2003, it took about 7 years before I quit carrying my Ethernet cable to Asia. That was one wire, so this is going to be a journey. But our vision for wireless charging is to use the magnetic resonance standard, which allows superior spatial freedom and multi-device charging, to have a consistent and standards-based way to charge wearable devices all the way through PCs in a single user interface. And what we've seen from the A4WP, or the Alliance for Wireless Power, since last Computex is simply amazing. And a massive amount of company support to bring this technology to market. And today I'm happy to announce a significant milestone in the technology. Can you go back and see if the graphic is back, please? Okay, something went wrong in the graphic. Today we're announcing that earlier this year at CES Las Vegas, the Alliance for Wireless Power and the Power Matters Alliance, or PMA, had agreed to merge. And today I'm announcing that we've actually signed the paperwork and we're officially merging as two bodies. This is a major step forward in consolidating the industry on wireless power standards, and it's going to drive ubiquitous wireless charging for all devices on a single industry standard. Companies like AT&T, PowerMac, Duracell, Starbucks, and others, there we go, that looks better, and Starbucks are all now integrated in with the vision from Samsung, Intel, and others to deliver this into the marketplace. And we are committed to work across the industry, including the Wireless Power Consortium, to ensure standards convergence. And we'd like to reach out to the WPC here today to be able to bring that scalable solution from wearables to the PC, now with more than 170 companies participating. It's not just the technology companies, it's actually who's actually going to adopt this in the industry, right? That's what was successful was with Centrino, set up here in 2003. Companies like DuPont on wireless charging countertops with their Corian countertops, Emirates Airline, the largest international airline in the world, adopting this in their airline lounges. Companies like Haier, white goods appliances, and a system integrator deploying this across China. Hilton and Marriott putting wireless charging in their conference rooms, in their bars and restaurants, and in their hotel rooms. And companies like Jaguar Land Rover with wireless charging in the car and the San Francisco airport. We are going to go do the same thing we did with Centrino, which is make wireless charging ubiquitous so that everywhere you go, like you saw in the video, you'll have access to wireless power. Today we're announcing a set of new partners beyond hiring. And today we're announcing partnership with Basecom, BYD, Foxconn, Capullo, Primax, and Target. Imagine a day you can just drop your phone or your notebook in your travel bag or your purse, and it's wirelessly charging due to a power brick that's already integrated into your bag without having to carry any cables around. These are the people that are going to be delivering the over-the-top and under-the-table solutions for wireless charging. So what I thought I'd do is just show you what we get in terms of the spatial freedom around A4WP. And Craig, what do we have here? A next generation office.
Yeah, this is our next generation office. It is completely free of wire. So with a transmitter like this, Kurt, we just wanted to go ahead and illustrate the fact that with magnetic resonance, we can go ahead and install it underneath our table here that we did in a partnership with Computex. And that's just to illustrate the fact that not only can you buy beautiful pieces of furniture like this, with this capability built in, but it's also very easy to install yourself. So going up against that 2 inches of material, it makes it extremely simple and extremely easy to just
no drilling holes in tables or anything like that. You can actually transmit right through the table.
Exactly, and that makes it extremely inexpensive to do so wherever you want to implement it. So here, I actually have a couple of, all the way up to these 2-in-1 laptops, and they're charging away on the same table. But if I go ahead and take those away, just to illustrate our point, I want to go ahead and I have this LED board, and this particularly works with magnetic resonance, and it's going to light up for us and show us a visualization of our wireless hotspot just like that. So, pretty cool, but what do we go ahead and do with the wireless hotspot? Really, that's the kind of the easy part. So here I have a wearable piece. I can go ahead and put this down, so our low energy devices, I want to make sure you guys can all see that, that's perfect. And then all the way up to our phones, and we can go ahead and put this down and be able to wirelessly charge that guy as well. So he goes ahead and blinks up, and at the same time, be able to charge both devices at the same time through the same transmitter, so that's a little bit different. And I have all that spatial freedom to be able to move it around without having to completely match up against the coil. I can go ahead and move this device around however I want to, and really have the spatial freedom to have both of these together at the same time. And that's
so it starts out with 5-watt solutions, but we're committed to 10-watt, 20-watt, and ultimately getting up even higher. So we could charge, for example, next generation monitors through there that could have integrated WiGig, so you'd actually have no cables on the desktop for your monitor, for your docking, and all the way up through your solution. Here you got an example of just a cover that we've created. Just this charge coil here in the cover, so you can start creating accessories for your tablets, and of course in the phone we can now do tri-mode as well. So through the standards transition from Qi and the merger of PMA and A4WP we talked about, you can actually do a tri-mode phone now cover where all 3 standards are on the back cover of that phone, enabling the user not to have to worry about all the standard activities going on.
Can't wait for the future.
Yeah, and I think you got a reference design there for Sophia as well, right?
Yeah, so this is Sophia's phone, so extremely great performance, and at the same time very, very low cost. And these type of features that we go ahead and still keep the cost low and yet provide amazing value for our end customers at a device like this.
That's great. So the master reference designs that are coming for the Atom X3 processor for both Taipei and out of Shenzhen and others are going to have these wireless charging built in as well. So great stuff on the path to no wires.